into the Danny, January 31st, 2026, and it is a frigid evening here at Disney's BoardWalk Resort. We're gonna take a look around, we're gonna tour it, we're gonna see all the amenities, we're gonna see the inside of the hotel. I'm sorry, right now I can't even think how cold it is. We are experiencing one of the coldest nights in the history of Central Florida. In the last 50 years. It's frigid. It's under 40 degrees already, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a good chance of getting snow tonight, which is crazy in Florida. But either way, like, subscribe. We're gonna check out some art, the restaurants, the pool, the lobby, of course, which is one of my favorite parts. Some cool rugs. Guys, like and subscribe, and let's freeze. Just kidding. Roll. Okay, so very, very cold outside. It's also windy. We're gonna enter first through the BoardWalk Convention Center. Gonna give you a tour of that 1920s sort of Coney Island Industrial Revolution, turn of the century theming throughout this hotel. I love it. Is the BoardWalk in my top 5? We will see. I think if you've been watching my hotel reviews for Disney, you can kind of already tell which ones are my favorite. But ultimately, we will be doing a ranking video. I was doing some thinking and got the BoardWalk left, and then we have Caribbean Beach. So let's take a look. Okay, once you enter in, this is the convention center. Like I said, tons of cool art in here. The rug is outstanding. You guys know I always take a look at the rug. So here we have some very cool art. That's a beautiful piece. Look at that. Awesome. Come over here. Let's take a look this way. So this is super cool. We have some like pictures, like for instance, the one at the top here is the Miss America pageant, September 6th to the 11th, 1954. Convention Mall, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Super cool. Yep. Yeah, so the theme of the hotel obviously is different boardwalks throughout the United States. Obviously specifying mostly in the Northeast. So obviously New York, New Jersey. I'm sure you got some Rhode Island in there. So my favorite too is the wallpaper. I mean, it just adds, like I've always told you guys, the theming from the 90s and the early 2000s in Disney, you really can't beat it. So let's take a look over here down this hall. It's nice and quiet. Nothing really much to see here, but look at this rug, man. Beautiful rug. Awesome. The chandeliers, the high roofs. The roofs got to be their vaulted ceiling. They got to be 20 feet, 25 feet. So awesome. Whew, feels nice to be in here. Nice and warm. So this resort, if you don't know, is part of the Epcot Resorts. So I'll remind you, it's BoardWalk Beach Club. We got Yacht, and then we have the Swan and Dolphin, but like I've stated before, the Swan and Dolphin is not run by Disney anymore. It's run by Marriott, but still, Epcot Resorts is probably my favorite, the four of them, because like I've always said, the logistics, the proximity to the Skyliner, you can walk to it, walk in the back of, Epcot, and you can get on the Skyliner and go to Hollywood Studios. Here we have more art. We're exiting the convention center now, but this is just more art from turn of the century, sort of horse and carriage. Very cool. Okay, making our way now to the front lobby. I'm gonna get you guys some shots of the front entrance and what it looks like, but again, love this hotel. Good mix of families and kids, and you know, it's not crazy like an all-star resort or a Pop Century where it's just kids everywhere and running and noise, but this is a nice mix. So let's go up here and get you a few shots of that. Okay, here's the front of the boardwalk as the shuttle to the airport leaves. And there you have it. Perfect. There's the front of the boardwalk. Then here's a look at some of the rooms. There you go. And then if you look over to the right where that little pointy castle looking thing, that's where we were. That's the convention center. So if you make your way straight ahead, there we go. And let's make our way into the entrance. Here's where your Uber would pull up, or you get your car parked. Walk in, and then here we have one of the mini shuttles you can order on Lyft. Yes, they are pricey. So walk on over here. Nice steady night. Cheer competitions are in town, so it's busy. You got your heater right here. Let me get some of that real quick. All right. I like these flags. That's fun. Walk on into the main entrance here. Let's judge the rug. 6 out of 10. Come up here. And here is the main entrance. Nice wide shot. Got this crazy looking chandelier thing up here. And then there you go. Not the best entrance, I'm gonna say that, but still nice enough. There we go. Let's explore a little bit of the lobby here, front main lobby. Here's your check-in area. That's cool. This is where you come to check in. And if you make your way over here, you have more seating area. Really cool. Here's a model of one of the roller coasters in Coney Island. There you go. Wow, look at the size of that elephant. Oh! They have an actual fire going here. Wow. Feels good. All right, let's see what's down here. Oh, you can get some coffee here at Carousel of Coffee. Let's take a look at it real quick. There it is. Say hi. All right. Get yourself some coffee if you want to. I'm going to show you guys now a little hallway of what your room would look like, but typically what happens in the resort is when there's a severe change in weather, let's say there's a big rainstorm, or in the case of today, extreme cold, people leave the park and make a beeline right back to their room. All right, here is your typical hallway, but now before I show you, look at this light right here. Look at the hall light, that's pretty cool. You got little Circus Mickey and 1920s Minnie. You got here some Donald. Interesting. Goofy. So here's your typical boardwalk room hallway. There would be your entrance to your room. Very nice. Again, beautiful flooring. I love the color scheme of the walls. The light pastel colors. So again, this hotel, though, I will say, feels a little tight. Yeah. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of space. Like, I'm going to show you, right? Watch this. Watch the front lobby when it's busy. Okay, look at the front lobby. Look how everybody's real super tight next to each other. You don't get that at the yacht club or the beach club or the Grand. So just little details that you notice, you see? Look how everybody's real tight. Over here. I've always loved this little detail right here above the check-in. That's the castle in the middle there, but super beautiful decoration they have here. We're gonna get out on the actual boardwalk now, but let's see if we see something else inside that worth vlogging. Wow, this is a real beautiful piece here. Again, you're looking at the 1920s, 1910s boardwalk. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that right there. It says the boardwalk. Wow. Beautiful piece of artwork. If you make your way this way here, again, there's some more art right here. That's super cool. Nice. Straight ahead, you have like a lounge where people just kind of hang out. So that's cool. It's very busy. You can go downstairs here. Nice. Don't worry, we're gonna get out in the cold now. They even have these fun little like penny press machines. See these old-fashioned carnival games. Be healthier. Electric nerve muscle massage. See there? We got that, which is pretty cool. Here's a look at some of the boardwalk family wellness stuff. They got activities, they got pickleball clinic, they got all kinds of different stuff. Lawn games, arts and crafts, whatever you need. They got a schedule down here too, to the right-hand corner. Here's a little secret spot you can come out here to this patio. You can enjoy the boardwalk here. There it is. Super cool. All right, you walk all the way back here. You can come hang out. I like little areas like this. In a resort, you can just come and hang out, read a book. Well, I mean, you're probably just going to look at your phone, but still. All the plants are covered up for the cold tonight. Here's the back of the resort. There you go. There you go. Yep. Back into the resort. All right, let's go out to the boardwalk. Come on. Yeah, you're good. No problem. Yep. All right, guys. Now we walk back here, and there's a boardwalk. So this is just another patio area where you can come out and sort of hang out. See a ton of seating here. All right. It's got a nice view. So if you look straight ahead, that's Yacht Club, and you got Beach Club to the right. Yacht Club is the all white. Beach Club is the light blue. If you walk this way over here, you'll eventually hit Epcot. So super cool. You got this little back area here for your kids to play. And again, is this in my top 5? I don't know yet. I gotta think about it. Gotta do the ranking. So far, I like the boardwalk. If there is one complaint, is that it's too tight. It feels like everybody's on top of you. But besides that, it's nice enough. Depending on what the price is per night versus a beach club or a yacht club, I think I still prefer the yacht club and the beach club. As a matter of fact, I know I do. But let's get out to the boardwalk and let's see right now. Right now, it's probably not too busy. It still is daytime. I know the boardwalk typically gets busier at night. I'm sure tonight being Saturday and people are kind of staying in their rooms, they might come out and peek out a little bit. So the boardwalk should be busy. So let's go take a look. All right, making our way down to the boardwalk. Here's another look at the open foyer back area of the boardwalk. Typically, when it's not so cold out, kids will be running around, so nice little open area. One thing that I love about the boardwalk, yacht club, and beach club is that the hotel, the color schemes are beautiful. That's why when you look at the Swan and Dolphin, it's next to the 3, it really sticks out like a sore thumb. Before we get out to the boardwalk, let's take a look at the pool area. And here's a look at the gym. It's nice and empty. But there's the gym. Well, if you come to Disney and you're interested in, I can't even talk how cold it is. If you're interested in running, there's a trail along the entire group of resorts, almost a mile. It's 0.8 of a mile. So here we have, I think, one of the funnest pools in Walt Disney World property. Obviously empty because of how cold it is. Got little carnival themed, fun for the kids. That's a big slide right there for the kiddos. Nice big pool, spacious. Again, feels tighter than the beach club and the yacht club pool, but the resort as a whole feels tighter. And then you have the Swan right here in front of us, and you can tell the difference. Again, not a big deal, but look at the nice color of the boardwalk over here, right? These nice pastel colors, and then you have like these mid-90s colors with the Swan. So I hope the Swan and Dolphin, it needs a paint job to match the other resorts. Hopefully Marriott will do that. But overall, one of the funner pools on Disney World property. Okay, I had to go back in the lobby to use the restroom. One thing I noticed, back to what I was, hold on a second here. Oh. Back to what I was saying, I kind of was thinking of what was bothering me about the resort. Yes, it's the tightness, but also I don't think that this hotel can handle its capacity. What do I mean by that? That's why it feels so busy. I went in the bathroom and there's a line. Typically at a resort like this where you're paying the amounts you are per night, $500, $600, $700 a night, you don't want to go to the bathroom and there's a line out the door, right? So again, just little details that I notice. If you're paying $100 a night, $150 a night for a hotel, you're really, I don't think you have that kind of room to complain about those things. But either way, it's just little details that I notice. All right, making our way to the back of the resort. We're gonna get a shot of the whole resort from the back area, the boardwalk area. And we're gonna walk around and see some of the restaurants and stores and things that you can go shopping. Okay, here's the back of the resort. Guys, I'm sorry if it's windy. All right, there you go. It is cold. Woo! All right, and here we have the flying fish. That'll be a video. There you go. Here is the boat ferry that you wait for that will take you, and again, there's Yacht Club. There's Yacht Club, right? Center screen. Then we come over here. There's Beach Club, center screen. Okay, here is the ferry that will take you into Epcot and into Hollywood Studios and even over to Yacht Club, I believe. So guys, we're gonna start from straight ahead. If you see that dance hall, right? I know it's a fun time at night usually when it's open. It's a big old dance hall. We're gonna make our way all the way along the boardwalk and just take a look at some of the different storefronts. Okay, we're getting to the dance hall now. I figured it's best I give you a look at the entire boardwalk during the daytime. I will have another video coming up where I explore just the boardwalk at night. I figure that's a good video. Just for the record, if you stay at the Swan, right, there's the Swan and Dolphin, you can actually walk over here to the boardwalk and have access to it. We will eventually be doing a Swan and Dolphin review, but here is the dance hall. Live DJ, no cover charge, open 8 p.m. Friday and Sunday. So that's cool. Right now, obviously the boardwalk is pretty quiet, but let's make our way and I'll show you some of the stores and some of the storefronts. If you look at that building right at the center of the screen, I guess that would be like a dark pink. Those are actually rooms, and then at the bottom of it, there's a boardwalk gift store. We're gonna go in that. This, I believe, is more rooms. Crest O the Wave, this sort of aqua building here. But yeah, these rooms I know can be pretty pricey, but they are very nice. So let's go into the gift store and see if there's anything cool we can see. Here we are in front of the boardwalk gift store. It's called Thimbles and Threads. Now, when you come to the boardwalk, you can actually They have like these carnival games that you can play. Here they are. Pretty cool. Water gun. You could do basketball. You can come over here and throw a little ball in the bucket and win a prize. But like I said, we'll do a more in-depth review of the boardwalk in a separate video. And we'll do it at night. Let's go in the gift store. All right, going in the gift store. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's nice and warm. All right. Let's go over here. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is a beautiful cup right here. 20 bucks. Very nice. Really like this mug right here with the castle. Thermal. 40 bucks. All right, making our way to the other side. Got some ears right here. These will run you about $25, $30. I like resort-specific merch, and there's a lounge fly for the boardwalk. That's gonna run you about 80 bucks. Very nice. There's another ornament, the boardwalk. Gonna run you about 27 bucks. Very nice. I would definitely buy this right here for me and Melissa, and I know she would want me to buy it, but I don't think it's for sale. All right, we got the boardwalk down here. There you go. Before we exit the gift store, you got a little grab and go here. You got your typical, your sodas, your stuff like that. You also got some snacks here you can come pick up. Got the Valentine's Day stuff out already, I think. Yep. What is that? Mini strawberry cereal treat. Very nice. All right. Oh, nice to see some of the kids out playing. All right. Let's make our way over towards the flying fish. At least the wind calmed down a little bit. That's nice. All right, here we are, flying fish. We'll peek in. We'll get a little shot of the flying fish, but that'll be a video at some point. Here's the menu over at the Flying Fish. I've heard pretty good reviews on it, so you want to go ahead and pause the video and take a look. Okay, here's a look at the Flying Fish. There you go, guys. Look at the bar area. Here's another look at the inside of the Flying Fish. It'll be a video eventually. If you want to skip the Flying Fish and just come get a corn dog, simple, easy, and fast. All right, we're getting towards the end of the boardwalk here. Here we have, you can grab some IPA, a beer, cannoli, a slice of cheese or pepperoni pizza here. This place is called Trattoria al Forno. So, and the main restaurant is right over there. Over here we have another kiosk, Boardwalk Joe's. You can pick up nachos, pretzel. You got IPA beer. You got pina coladas for some reason. So pretty cool. All right, we walk over here. And we have the Boardwalk Deli. Interesting. And again, these are more rooms on top of all this. Just in case you guys don't know that, okay? Very nice. Gonna go in the Boardwalk Deli. Here is the Boardwalk Deli. There it is. Here, look at some of the sandwiches you can pick up here. Got a roasted turkey sandwich. You got an Italian sub. You got a meatball sub. You got all kinds of stuff. Over here, you got Boardwalk ice cream. Again, we're gonna do an in-depth review we'll have a video coming out on that. But I'm thinking maybe we can dine at the Flying Fish, come get some ice cream here at BoardWalk Ice Cream. And then ending it, we have here Cake Bake. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a new cake shop where you can come pick up slices of cake. So that's another video we can do here at the boardwalk. So again, here's a nice wide shot. The lights just went on. People are kind of making their way out of their rooms and getting ready to hit the cold. A lot of the people making their way over to Epcot, so gonna get cold tonight. Okay, we'll go back in the lobby, take another look around, see if there's any pieces of art that I missed or anything cool I didn't get. But yeah, just a quick walkthrough of the boardwalk. And guys, again, the staycations are coming. All that stuff is gonna happen. All right, making our way back to the front lobby. It is chilly. See, they even cover up some of the roses and plants so they don't freeze over. All right, get close to the car and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, making our way upstairs. Gonna actually go back out through the convention center. Oh. So we're back in the convention center. I never showed this painting. I've seen it 100 times, but super cool. It's a huge painting. It's probably twice the size of me, like probably 12, 13 feet. But look at that, very cool. Wow, look at this frame in the entrance, beautiful. Woo, that is awesome. Okay, so typically at the end of the videos now, I was doing some thinking and I want to be able to organize my thoughts. And the best way for me to do that at the end of my videos is to have pros and cons. So what are the pros here at the boardwalk? All right, had to move a little bit down. One of the pros I can tell you is that this resort smells amazing. But number two is, of course, its proximity to Epcot, its proximity to the Skyliner. Logistically, I said again, great resort. The theming on point. Even the wallpaper has theming. Feels very 1920s, turn of the century, Industrial Revolution. You feel like you're in a boardwalk during those times. The furniture, the paintings, the photos. So again, even the rug, take a look at the rug. It feels very 1920, so the theming is great. And yeah, for what they charge here, I think it's worth it. So boardwalk, would it make my top 5? I don't know yet. To be very honest, I don't think it would. It would certainly make my top 10. Cons. The resort feels a little small, a little tight for its capacity. You really felt it now as the temperature started to dip. People were making their way back to the resort, and you could feel it. You could feel the rush of people, the tightness, and that's something I really didn't like. I think when you come to a resort of this caliber, what you're paying to stay here, that's not something you should feel. You shouldn't go to a bathroom in the lobby and there's a line out the door. Like I stated in other resort tours, right now this is just a walkthrough video, just getting a feel for the resorts, the sort of the dining reviews and stuff like that. Those videos will be coming. I do like the feel of this resort, but the whole tightness thing really bothers me. So again, that's probably keeping it out of the top 5. Like I've stated many times, the ranking video will come. Overall, had a good time walking through here. Pretty peaceful. Oh, one of the pros I do want to say is the pool. The pool is super fun, very well themed. Kids will love the carnival themed slide. So overall, Good resort, not great. Comment down below. What do you think about Disney's BoardWalk Resort? Have you stayed here? What resort on Disney property do you prefer? Thank you for watching again. Like, subscribe. I'm out.